For those of you on your healing journey and you want to learn what astrology right now is kind of helping that, come sit, let's have a chat. Chiron, which is the wounded healer, likes to trigger us so that we realize that we even could get triggered, so that we sit and do the healing work, and the patterns usually continue until we sit and do the healing work. Chiron can be kind of a pain in the butt. But you know what? It does help with the healing. Sometimes you need to see the trigger to be like, oh, actually, let me sit with it. So Chiron has been in Aries for like a really long time, and it is still in Aries. Gratefully, we are no longer with the North Node in Aries, so like all the healing we were doing for a couple of years prior to now had to do with our bigger purpose in life and like what spirit had us on and like the path we were walking that we didn't really understand, but like we kind of know we had to do it anyways. So the healing work now makes a little bit more earthly sense, which I'm honestly, thank God, I'm so grateful for that. The reason I want to bring this up is because it is in Aries right now, Chiron, and Mars is the ruler of Aries. Mars right now is with the South Node in Virgo. Now, if you remember what I just said, the North Node was with Chiron in Aries from, what was it, 2023 to 2025. Yep, let's arrive at the dates. That's it. So because the healing that we were doing was kind of pushing us in this new direction and the spiritual direction of things, if we were going in that direction, then we were sat on a healing journey. Now it's kind of the opposite. Because Mars and the South Node are together, when things are with the lunar nodes, they kind of become unavoidable. So Mars being with the South Node, anything ruled by Mars, which is including Chiron, also Saturn and Neptune and the Dark Moon, shout out to the favorable mentions in this video, they're also going to be kind of unavoidable, including the Chiron placement. So if you are looking at your 6th house, your Virgo, and then your Mercury placement in your chart, that's going to be where Chiron is kind of coming through to offer more access to healing right now. This is helping to bring our body and our head into alignment. What we put into our body, bodily activities, going on walks, dancing, going on runs, Pilates, yoga, whatever it is that you do, all right, to keep your body how you need to, that right now directly connected to the healing of the mind, the mental health. Also, Aries has to do with like inner child healing when it's connected to Chiron. So things that have happened in years prior to now. The other thing that this kind of activates with Chiron and Aries is that we have to keep up the healing on a continuous basis. And Saturn is in Aries right now, so kind of if we want to or not, that's the assignment. Hey, yo, can we get a break? Hey, yo, anybody? Unfortunately, the planets don't take days off, so that's what's up with the transit. So if you're on a healing journey right now, take some time to sit and be mindful with your body. Meditation, flow movement, some space where the head and the body can be connected, where you're able to kind of think about things and see what it is that your mind is doing as your body is moving or staying still. Could also be that you're asking your food to help you heal at this time. Part of Virgo is the food and the digestive tract. The other layer to this that I want to bring up before we kind of wrap everything up is that the South Node grounds it here on Earth. So I mentioned the North Node, right? We have this big purpose and it doesn't make a lot of sense, but we know we need to do it. The South Node makes things kind of unavoidable here on the Earth, so it's something that we have to do. Plus side to that, usually it's a little bit easier. We just kind of naturally have the skill. We kind of already know what we're doing. So right now is a really good time to trust your gut. Literally, okay, Virgo, shout out. Trust your gut when it comes to your healing work. Trust your gut when it comes to what it is that you're working with, things that could be triggering you, how you're approaching it. Also, keeping in mind that Aries is a sign of war, so if you're feeling triggered about things, the way that I've been processing this and discernment, because not everybody handles these sorts of situations in the same way or in the same light, a lot of my healing with Chiron and Aries has been, let's fizzle out the fight. We don't need to stand up and anymore. We can kind of fizzle it down a little bit. So unless you're in the middle of a situation where you really got to fight for yourself, like to each their own. And I'm not telling you not to defend yourself or not to protect yourself. That's not what this is. Okay. Please do that if you need to. Send in love also, because being in that sort of situation sucks. It is not fun. But also, back to the South Node, it's kind of pushing those Aries placements because Mars is with Virgo right now, as well as the South Node. It's kind of pushing it in our face. So if you feel like kind of suddenly recently healing work has become a little bit different or has shifted or has come back up, that's going to be sort of the reason behind it. So keep up the brew that you do. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you. If you are on a healing journey and you are working through the things that have happened to you, may they create situations in your healing where now things can happen for you. Perspective, you know? That's the truth. And gosh golly, when we go through hard stuff, don't we need a little bit of perspective every once in a while? I feel like I definitely do. Anyway, like I said, gratitude, reverence, and love to you. I will talk to you soon. Keep up the brood that you do. And I will too.